Hello, everyone. I hope that we are all well wherever we're tuning in from. We have once again another exciting live with another exciting queen. I know you guys are super duper ready to see who we have. Let me just try and find her before. Oh, there she is. Wow, that was just waiting for her to connect and we can kick the conversation off.
Zozi! How are you?
I am fantastic. Thank you. How are you, Queen?
I'm great. Hi, Queen, Your Majesty.
I'm so
Listen,
excited.
me too. Actually, this is my first live ever.
Yes.
Of course, I had to save it for you.
I love that this keeps happening. You know, a lot of people like I wasn't on and then this is my first one. Sorry, I just want to pin this comment and then there we go.
Oh my God, let me see. This is my first time, so I had no idea where this thing was gonna cross me or anything. So,
No,
okay, here we go.
I'm actually struggling with my stand today. I mean,
You
I don't know
are?
what's happening because it's usually like there. Oh, there it is.
I don't feel that bad then because I was kind of as well before. How you been? How's New York?
I'm good. New York is good. The weather's great. It's quite hot outside today. I actually just came from the office to see Esther and to drop stuff off. I know, right? I know.
I love Esther. Hey, it's been Esther. How long have you been there? Like forever. Like she's been there forever. Her and Paula.
Number 20. I'm her number 20. We talk about it all the time. I'm
My
lucky
God.
number 20.
Those are the real queens in there, huh?
You are absolutely gorgeous as you were back in 2003.
Look who's talking.
Thank you.
I think it helped that I was only 18 back then. People tell me like, "Oh my God, you haven't changed that much." I'm like, "Oh, thank you," but I was actually 18, so it has played, in my favor, I guess.
Yeah. How was that though? Like winning at 18? Because I mean, at 18, I just finished high school and going to move into university. I didn't really know anything. You're young. How do you handle being Miss Universe at 18?
It was something, but let me tell you, I think when we're that young, we're just fearless. We have no idea of anything in the world. So everything is fantastic. And you just, you're up for the challenge and the excitement. And now I look back and I was like, oh my God, like for real
That
now.
was crazy.
Exactly. It was awesome, crazy, but definitely, I was young, so Esther and the Miss Universe family took great care of me because I literally have never been out of my home and my family, and it was just out to the world, living in New York with a new, speaking English, which I never really spoke English like that all the time.
Wow.
And it was just 180, 180 completely, but it was one of the most amazing things that I experienced in my life.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, we loved it. We loved watching. I still love watching you, going to stalk your videos of your time. It was so amazing. So here you are, beautiful 18-year-old. Fast forward a few years later, still absolutely gorgeous. But now a family woman, you're a mom, you're a wife, and how was that switch?
You know what? Becoming a wife was quite quick because my husband and I literally dated 2 months and we got married.
Wow.
And
when you know.
When you know, like it was something in my heart that just felt really, in both of us, right? And it happened really quick. So I really didn't digest how much your life would change when you get married. When it's only the two of you, there's a lot of flexibility. He was playing. Well, in that moment, he got injured. So I had to really learn quick because I had to be there for him and just learn the fact that, everything else had to be on hold. I was actually touring for my album in that moment and I put everything on hold and I learned, the importance of being there for your significant other But then after, you know, we kept doing our thing, and nothing really changed that crazy until kids came along, which is completely different, you know. The timings, the travels, commitments you accept, everything has a meaning. You know, it's just different. Everything you do, you think about your kids. How is this gonna be? These days, you know, when I was Miss Universe or I started being out there, nothing was on YouTube like that or like on Instagram. This day, every little thing you do is out there.
Yeah.
So everything I do, the first thing that comes to my mind is my kids. You know, they're gonna see this. They're, you know, so everything changed. But I'm gonna tell you, it has been an amazing journey. I mean, becoming a mom was very hard for me because I had endometriosis, and look now, I'm on my fourth. So
yeah, waiting for
life
baby.
has
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there's three of us here,
Oh,
so
man.
in the conversation. But
Oh my God.
well,
Oh,
I mean, you,
yeah,
the baby, and
I was like, are you telling me big news? Is it twins?
No. I wish. But bottom line, you know, I kind of had my struggle to have a family in the first place. So it's a blessing.
Yeah.
It's a blessing being in this position for me.
Absolutely. But now we're facing different times, you know. The
We are.
pandemic and COVID is here, and parenting has, you know, shifted and changed because now everyone is in the same house. We're worried about safety. We're thinking about your work and everything. How has parenting been now?
You know what?
During this time?
The first months or first month or so, it wasn't that crazy, you know, because of course, we were all like, we've never been in this position before. What's going on? Everything was new. We were all like, okay, kind of lost, you know, in the moment.
Yeah.
And Al always is traveling. Daddy, you know, every time Daddy's home, it's like a big thing. And we had him for a couple months straight. Yeah. So at the beginning, it was great to have the whole family together, of course, with this unknown factor, you know, the coronavirus and all that. But it was, you know, I gotta say, it got us together a lot. We were playing a lot. It was a lot of fun activities. And then it was like, now what? You know, it's like you've done everything. As a parent, you've played everything. You've enough, you know. So it comes to the moment, what do we do now? So it's exactly where we are, trying to entertain the kids, try to take their education somehow in our hands, because I'm pregnant too, so I don't want to take the risk of taking the kids anywhere at this point, you know, school and you know, the big question mark all parents have at this moment, because real school is starting soon. But girl, it's been a challenge, that's for sure. I've become more creative.
All that homeschooling. Because I know a lot of parents were complaining about, like, oh my goodness, the homeschooling, like having to actually teach your kids is so stressful. And I was like, yeah, now you see what teachers go through. It's, you know, it's
I'm gonna have the real one now, because when Ian starts, he's gonna start kindergarten now. So I didn't really have that whole schedule that I had to be like on call, sprinting stuff. But I think it's coming. It's coming.
Wow.
Yeah, for me.
Cool. You spoke about, you know, your husband and traveling and working, and we know with the NBA now, they've introduced the bubble. How are you feeling about that? You know,
bubble. I mean, can I be honest, or do I sugarcoat this?
You can be honest. And for those who don't know what the bubble is, I'm sure you know.
You know. Yeah. You know what, Zozi, it's hard. It's really hard because obviously when you married an athlete, you know they're going to be in and out a lot, but you never picture something like this. We are in the middle of a pandemic. Like, just being out there exposed is you're exposed, you know, and the reality of all this is that, bottom line, we don't know when we're going to see him. He's gone, you know, and I know the rest of the world, everybody wants to be entertained. Everybody wants sports. Everybody wants things to watch, you know, and they're going to be part of that entertainment to get people excited, which is awesome. But, you know, on the other side, here we're the family worrying about them. We this is an experiment. No one has never done what they're doing right now before. So it's scary. We miss them. We don't know when they're gonna get out of there, when we're gonna be able to see them. You know, having your kids asking you every day, when are we gonna see daddy? And you just don't have an answer for them. And it's tough, you know, the human side of it. It's tough.
It is. I mean, do you want to explain? I think you can explain it better, what the bubble is, because I'm sure other people might be wondering what exactly, you know, is that?
Well, the little I know, because everything is so sealed in there.
Yeah.
But basically, you know, they took all the teams that have to finish the regular season now and start the playoffs. They're all in Orlando right now. Basically in a bubble, locked in their hotel, from their hotel to their practice, to the games, and back. They're literally testing for coronavirus every day. Their foods are, you know, controlled. They're like basically everything they touch, everything comes in and out. It's checked. So it's just very tight, which, you know, I understand it's got to be that way, but you know, it's just something has never been done before, and we hope for the best, and we hope everybody stays safe in there, you know.
Absolutely. So it is funny because as people, we want to be entertained, and we're like, oh, we miss sports, we miss concerts, we miss seeing, you know, our favorite entertainers. And I think we kind of forget that they too have families, you know, who might be worried about their health. But we, you know, we're hoping for the best, and good luck to, you know, to your families, you know, sending out light and prayers to everyone.
Amen. Thank you, Mama.
You're on baby number 4. So I think we all can tell that you have a heart for kids, which is why you wrote a book, which is a best-selling book at this moment. Is it in Spain?
It's sold out. Actually, we were in the middle of making more when this whole thing happened, and then I got pregnant and everything. It's basically on hold. But yeah, you know, when we were doing the book, the illustrator and I, we weren't even ready, you know. And then this opportunity came along to go to the fair in Madrid, and I was like, okay, let's take it. Like, you're doing a book and you're already getting invited over there. Like, for real, this is not even done. Let's go. Yeah. Exactly. So we rushed. We finished the book. And we made it over there, and it literally sold out. We got a second shipment when the fair was still on. We sold again, and we went to Dominican Republic, sold everything we had, which was a great cost because we did it for FASI, which is it's a foundation that I started working years ago for kids that have cancer, and they live in this house where they take care of their families and their treatments. So we donated all the books for them. So it made me so happy, you know, that it did so good. But, you know, at that part, literally, I can't tell you, Zozi, you know, I've always dreamed with writing a book or being an author, or like, I don't see myself as an author at all, but it was just something that came from my heart, seeing my husband reading to the kids. And I said, you know what? I wish I can give them a moment, a book, so they can see their lives and read it together. And that's how everything, I think this thing is falling down, right? Yeah. I just noticed.
We can still see it.
It's like, ooh,
you're
going to see, checking my, my knees. And then, you know, it just became a reality, and my kids love it. They read it. It just, you know, melts my heart when I see them grabbing the book and coming, Mom, Dad, read it to us. That's us. Or this is everything in the book. It's really our family and our things, our table, our bed, our everything. It's like literally in the book.
Yeah.
So that was the most, you know, great feeling for me. And also, which was so excited, they introduced the book to the Library of Congress here in the US. Can you believe that? Yay!
Girl,
it was good.
You say you're not an author. Yes, you are. Yes,
well,
you are.
That's a gift from above. You know, the Lord gave me that gift, and I take it. It just came as it came, you know, as a beautiful surprise, and we're working on it. We literally receive emails every day from moms like, when is the book gonna be available? I'm like, the kids are going to grow up before we put the book out again.
Yeah.
I have to like,
Is the book
it's in
Spanish?
Spanish.
Yeah.
It's in Spanish, but we already we're in the works of, we were in the middle of translating everything
it.
when
Yeah.
it came
Okay.
on home.
Because I was about to ask, can I just get a copy and see what it's about, you know?
I'll send you. I
I'm
think
sure
I have like 5 in the house that I'm like treasuring still.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because
Yes, I'll send you one.
it would be wonderful
For your future babies,
you know
if
what?
you want kids.
And when I show them my babies, I'll be like, this is from a former Miss Universe, okay?
And then you can do your own for them, right? Of
course, absolutely.
You actually should do a book. You've definitely had the most different, reign of all of us, for sure. So you have, you have a story to tell for sure.
Absolutely different story to tell. That's very interesting, because I was going to ask, what the inspiration was and if you've always wanted to be an author. So it's so interesting that you say to me it's just something that came, which is something I've always
wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to write a book, but then I was like, what am I going to, I do have many other stories that I want to talk about. And I've been thinking about like my struggle with endometriosis, everything that I had to go through. I also have another condition when I'm pregnant, and that it's very unknown out there. What's it called in English? Something gravidium. I don't know the name in English, but you remember Prince Kate when she was in the hospital, that it was terrible for her in her pregnancies when she had her first baby. It's basically the same thing. Thank God, and my fourth hasn't been so terrible to the point that I've had to be in the hospital. Thank the Lord. But, I've been wanting to write a little bit more of that. And for a long time, I had that feeling of wanting to write, but I didn't know about what. And I was like, what am I going to talk about? Maybe the year of Miss Universe, but I don't really feel comfortable talking about myself like that. Or, it was a very exciting time, but I just didn't see it. And then everything that life had brought to me in different struggles that we've had to be down and grow from there, and how the Lord has been there for me with his mercy and show his living God and provided me that family he promised he will when I couldn't have kids and everything, that's what I want to write about. And let's see if we do. I think I would have a story to tell about all that for sure.
I'm sure you would, and we will be ready and willing to listen to whatever it is, that you want to teach us. And so you should write more books, become author Amelia. Besides that, you're also a musician. So how's that? How's the music? Is it something that you still, that's something.
You know what? Music has always been I started in musical theater when I was 13, singing and dancing back home in DR. And music has always been a big part of my family. And my grandfather was a piano player. My grandmother was a singer. Of course, all this not in a professional way, but literally 3 days a week, everybody would literally sleep over singing and playing, and it was just parties in the house. And, I always wanted to enjoy music in a professional way, and I did. But to be quite honest, now, if I do music, I do still write here in my house. I take notes, melodies come to my mind and all that. And I just don't see myself, honestly, leaving my family and traveling the world. I love music. I can keep doing music. And maybe, I would like to do a Christian album, which I have like tons of Christian songs that I've written, but I've never really decided to kind of like take it out there. And who knows, one day I'm like, Lord, here you go, put it on iTunes, enjoy it. Whoever wants to praise the Lord here too, amen. But I don't see myself like doing it. Being a musician, it's really hard, traveling the world. We have to really appreciate what musicians do for us and everything they sacrifice, family wise, and I really admire them, and I'm not sure if right now I would be able to compromise all that, to be quite honest.
I hear you. I mean, looking at your life from when you won and to now, how much would you say you've grown, and what has helped you, grow into the woman that you've become today? This mother, a wife, and just a goal-orientated woman.
Oh, wow, Zozi. Look, I mean, just life happens every day, and it's one day at a time. And everything comes with their own problems and their own growing experiences. And the only thing I've learned and everything that I've had in my life, that it's always there for me. It's not even my family. It's not even what I have or what you own. It's that relationship you have from God, with God within you. And that's changed me. That has been the only thing that sparked and started growing in me, that I would say that if I see myself from then to today, I see the world completely different. And I value the important things in life for what they are. When I was younger, maybe material things, fame or money was important. And I didn't really pay attention to all that. And when I started learning about God and how real he is, and that he's not a beautiful story in the Bible, he is alive today. And the same God we had yesterday is the same God we have today. And when we discover that big news, that same God that talks in the Bible, it's here today and hears you and interacts with its kids. When you really seek for them, when you discover that truth and you're like, wait, what? You're telling me this can happen today? And you just discover that whole world, everything changes. Everything changes. And I can tell you, I'm a whole different person just because of that. And everything has a great meaning. And like I told you, because life keeps happening, and it doesn't mean that difficult times won't come. They will come. But you just take them completely different, and you come from a different place. And, when I don't have anything else, he's there for me, and he's got my back, and I have nothing to worry about.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you found yourself in that space.
Thank you.
And just allowing life to happen as well. I think one thing I've picked up from you is one thing that I always tell people as well. It's nice to plan and it's nice to have everything going for you, but it's also very important to live, to let life happen, to shape you and mold you.
Zozi, you're so right. You're so right. And you know what? And when you discover that it's not the life everybody else thought you should have, or the path you should have done because you would have been great at this and you should have done that. No. It's your life. You shape your life. Life will happen. God has a plan, and you will find your path, and you will find whatever makes you happy. I don't know if planting in your house makes you, the most happiest person on earth. And maybe I think you should have a clothing line, and that doesn't make you happy, period. So just finding that, whatever makes you happy, go for it. And I've learned that since I was 18, that you asked me. One of the things I had then, and thank God I haven't lost, being fearless, it's definitely not hearing to anyone else and knowing what I want. It's what I want, and I'm going to go for it. And I don't care. I don't care
what everybody else thinks.
I don't care. If I'm not hurting anyone, if I am not stepping on anyone to get to where I want to go, or to my dreams, to what fulfills me, I don't care. I really don't care what people say.
100% agree with you. I mean, we are the creators of our own stories and our own destiny. When people look at us, they do feel that you should be here and you should be there, you should be doing this and you should be doing that, but your own true self and what makes you happy.
Which at the end of the day, sometimes, and sadly, it's just the frustration of their own dreams. They want to see some things they didn't do for whichever reason, and it's just manifesting through those kind of comments when people say those things. And I've definitely learned what's the important and what makes me and my family happy. And you know what? That's it. let life go on.
I love that. You know, speaking of life happening and making decisions and this and that, when you look back at your life, do you have any kind of regrets where you wish you could have done something or you wish you couldn't have done something?
Really? No.
That's
To
good.
be quite honest, no. I think I've made mistakes like all of us. And I've learned from them. You know, I've learned what I didn't want to experience again, what I didn't probably want to feel again in a more personal, interior way. But I've got to say that everything I wanted to do or experiment, I have done, you know, in that sense. I've never been afraid to just like jump on it. No, I've made mistakes, yeah, but you know what? It made me, no regrets. No regrets.
No regrets.
It just, no regrets, girl. I am here today and it made me who I am, so we take it.
Yeah, because I don't really necessarily think we make mistakes in life because we learn from whatever it is that we do. And so that's why we never feel any regret because everything is just a life lesson. And so I think that's why.
Correct.
And that's fantastic.
Yeah, I just think sometimes if you ask me things that change and you learn, like you learn to appreciate more what your family or the people that really loves you tells you, or appreciating more your mom. You hear when your mom tells you, when you are a mom, you're going to understand everything I tell you. Yeah. Oh my God, she was so right. She was so right. You know, and I just wish you, like, no regrets, but you wish you know these things earlier in life. But you know what? The reality is you just learn them as you go. You just do.
That's true. That's very true. Okay, so I'm actually going to open this question box. I know you're not very familiar with
Oh my God, how scary.
but there's like a question box thing. So I don't know if anybody has questions for... Oh, okay, here's an interesting one. It's a very fun one. Someone said...
Can I browse through that or do you... Okay.
No, only I can see them, unfortunately, because I'm the one who opened the live. But you can see it on the screen when I put it up.
Got it.
Now.
Oh my God, there's my grandmother. I see a bunch of people I know. Hey!
Hi, everybody!
Besos, besos a todo el mundo. I just hope, you know, you can understand me in English. This is quite fun.
So Brecken Author, I think, wants to know, what do you think of the new crown?
Oh, what do I think about the new crown? Girl, let me tell you, that answer you gave that night. I was telling you when we spoke.
Yes, you
did.
That,
you know, and sometimes I miss the first time of the show because I'm putting the kids down and I'm rushing to get, and then I open my phone and everybody's like, you're watching? I'm like, no, not yet, wait. And I'm like, I really try with kids, you know, but then I got to the good part. I went to, and it was tough because, you know, I'm Latina and you were there standing with Mexico and Puerto Rico, right?
I'm sorry.
You know, and then, you know, I appreciate beauty in every shape. And I was like, man, this is tough. But when you answered, you answered.
Oh, thank you.
You know, and whoever wins, it's, you know, who has to win.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I got to say that, right?
Thank you so
Without
much.
hurting feelings.
It's called sportsmanship. You know, you really hope for your country and for your people, but then at the same time, you know, because you're very accepting of other women and other people. You just like,
of course,
whoever wins deserves to win, you know?
Exactly.
Doesn't matter where
you
they're
got
from.
it. That's it. No, when I heard your answer, I was like, I don't think I would have been able to do it that way. She nailed it.
Thank you.
It was awesome. Everybody go and watch that answer again. It's for real.
I have another question, but somebody's asking.
Be nice, Zozi.
It's not me. It's not from me.
No, okay. But you choose them, don't you?
They want to know, do your kids know that you're Miss Universe? That you were Miss Universe? Like, do your kids know?
They have no idea. Like, they have no idea. Remember, if they're 2, 3, and 5.
Yeah. So
I'll literally have. Yeah, I'll have 4 under 5. That's gonna be crazy, but it's okay. They have no idea. They literally, if they see someone with a crown and a sash, they just say, "Is that you, mommy?" But that's it. Like, they have no idea what's what, or
wait till they're older.
they're just like, my mom is a princess and that's it.
See, my mom's a queen. She's a princess. When they're older, they're gonna be like, my mom was Miss Universe.
My mom,
okay?
excuse me.
Because I know that I would do that too if it was me. So
Yeah, but it's funny because I don't have really in our house, like I don't have pictures of it, or I don't even have the crown exposed, or like they don't see it like that.
yeah.
But I'm sure they're gonna get to the point when they're gonna be YouTubing all the interviews and all that.
Yep. So
Oh
there's
my God, I'm not ready.
It's
Okay.
about your daughters too, because everybody just loves your daughters, and this is a good one. Do you think about your daughters going for Miss Universe? Like, what would you
Go for it, of course.
Why
Who better
not?
than me to train them?
Why not?
Hello.
They already have a personal trainer at home. So
Hello, that's gonna be cheaper for sure. But let me tell you, you know what? I don't know. I wish they come to me if they like that to help them, but I am definitely not pushing anything.
yeah.
In their the only thing I'm gonna push it's probably on my son to probably play an outdoor sport. That way he turns out playing an indoor one, so I don't have to be yeah, because you know kids do exactly the opposite to what you tell them to do. So I don't know. I'll tell him to play something outdoors. So he goes for basketball maybe, and we have AC to watch him practice. No, I'm kidding. But you know, for all my kids and my girls, I just don't think I'm gonna push any kind of agenda. Like if it comes from them, they want to be, you know, in pageants. They want to go to Miss Universe if they win, of course, in their country. But you know what? I'm open.
Open
Of
to
course,
any.
I'll be happy. You imagine living
Of
that?
course.
Well, my mom was a beauty queen. And the funny part,
Oh.
yeah, the funny part was that everybody would ask me when I was little, are you going to be a queen like your mom? And I was like, no, I'm going to be a singer. Like, no, I'm going to be a dancer. I'm going to be a singer, because everybody just kept asking me. And I just wanted to be against everybody's question, you know? But it was, you know, it was just funny how life turned around.
And look
and
at the
played
universe. The universe was like,
everything
you
aligned
think
for
so?
sure. God put everything in place, and you know, I just did it.
And here you are. Oh,
And
that was
here
such
I
a
am.
fun
Yeah.
question. What a fun. Okay, I think I'm going to take the last one. And
Okay.
then you can just like give us your final. Oh, I think some are in Spanish, and I wish.
Okay, I can read.
wish
Let's
I
see if
could,
I read them.
but I can't read
I
it.
know.
And I can't
Sozi,
show
we
it.
gotta get you in Spanish classes so
I know, right?
we can do a Spanish
You know
one. I
what?
know.
You know what? Here's a fun fact that I learned. I didn't know this until Chaz.
You speak Spanish, Sozi? And
No,
we
I
have been
don't.
speaking English the whole time? Okay.
So Chazzy, my roommate, says to me, Spanish is like the most spoken language in the world. I didn't know this.
Girl, I'm
I
telling
didn't.
you,
I
I'm
always
here.
thought it was English.
If you want to
And I was
practice.
like, no, it's Spanish. And I was like,
Well, I didn't know that either.
right?
I'm behind. I'm
And I was
behind.
like, wow.
Yeah, I thought it was English when I last checked.
It's not. It is not. Apparently
Wow.
it's Spanish or one
Wow.
of me.
I take that. I take it.
So I should definitely learn. But I do believe it, because when we were on location for Miss Universe, a lot of girls spoke Spanish more than, you know, other girls spoke English. So it does make sense. It does.
Wow.
Somebody wants to know, what is
I'm
your
here
favorite
to
part
teach
of the
you.
world that you've seen and felt at home when
You
you
want me to tell you the
Yeah.
truth, the honest truth?
The truth.
South Africa.
Really? You're not lying
Yes,
to me?
ma'am.
Are you not lying?
I'm not. I swear. And you can
What?
ask my husband, because it's our favorite part of the world. I didn't even went there being Miss Universe. He was after.
You went after. Wow.
When I got married, yes. Let me tell you, I got there. I mean, obviously, I don't know the whole continent, you know, of Africa, but we went to South Africa, and my God, the food, the people, nature, Sozi. When we went out to the nature, I was like,
beautiful.
It's just on steroids. It's just like animals are bigger and trees are bigger, and I was like,
and it's
what? Where?
And it's
beautiful. It's beautiful. And it's just, there's like a relaxed feel of living over there that we just loved, you know. It was great. It was great. And it is, I mean, I do have a lot of favorite places because hello, I miss my country, and I have the most, the question was besides my country, obviously.
Yeah.
But but besides my country, the DR, it's going to be South Africa. And then I can name maybe a top three, and I can say Peru was amazing. And I have this thing for Mexico, man. I don't know what it is, but every time I go there, I just feel like alive, you know. And I think a lot has to do also, if you eat well, if you have a good time, you know, if you have that and you create great memories, it just has a special place in your heart.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Well, I hope you visit South Africa again soon.
I have someone to call now.
I was about to say you have my number. Okay.
And not only one number, you know, like I have Miss Universe phone. I know I'm going to eat better this time. And I'm going to meet very interesting people in South Africa now.
Of course, call me. And
yes. Yes.
Amelia,
I'm taking you on that.
Thank you. This has been so fun for me, and I could go on and forever and ever and ever. But unfortunately, it has to come to an end.
I know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Say hi to everybody that's still there in the office. I need to really go to the office one of these days. Esther, Paula, everybody that I still know. Everybody's probably new because it's been like 16 years. But say everybody hi from me, and I wish we talk more after this. Absolutely. And I am taking you on that. Okay.
I'm not even, you should. I'm not even lying to you. Call me and we can have like a very fun time in South Africa for sure.
I take it. Thank you so much.
Do you have anything you want to say to people that are watching?
I want to be, thank you a toda mi gente que habla español, que se metió. Ay, bueno, ni modo. I'm going to have to do another one in Spanish, maybe when Zozi catch up. And
you can do it however you like. This is
listo, no, gracias a todo el mundo, a mi mami, a mis primas, a todo el que veo por ahí. Thank you. Gracias, Zozi.
Thank you so much. Gracias. Thank you.
Mwah. Bye. How do I do this? Let's see. There we go.
Oh, what a fun live. Thank you so much to everybody who joined us today. I've seen a lot of people saying they're hoping for round 2 and that Amelia comes back. I hope so too. She's so fun and just lively and beautiful inside and outside. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again for the next live with another amazing guest. Bye.